Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pula and here's what we have in the bulletin.
NWSC announces water restrictions. Consumers urged to report egg gouging. And later in sports, Andrew Price gets new coaching role.
Now the details. The National Water Commission, NWSC, has announced water restrictions for customers served by the Constant Spring system effective today. Water levels at the Hermitage Dam have fallen near the critical 65% mark despite recent rainfall. Affected communities in Upper and Lower Constant Spring will receive water on a 12-hour alternating schedule. The NWSC has divided the system into two zones to ensure fair distribution during reduced inflows. Customers are urged to conserve water, store supplies, fix leaks, and use water-saving measures as conditions are expected to remain challenging. Students are being urged to remain vigilant when using public transportation. This as concerns about kidnapping continue to grow. The appeal was made at a forum in Bull Bay, St. Thomas recently. Antonia Atkinson has the details.
Road safety remains a major concern each year, with drivers reminded to use the island's roads with caution. Youth, however, are being urged to put road safety practices into action.
384 persons died on our roads. Can't hit them, no one kill them. A number of these persons were children because they don't walk properly on the road. Some of them were in the cars when the accident took place and they died. We want to reduce that this year to under 300.
President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services TODS, Edgerton Newman, emphasized that taking a mental note of a driver's identity and confirming whether the vehicle is a licensed taxi is critical.
Be careful what vehicle you take to school and from school. It's not everybody who says, and it's not every vehicle who stop and said, I'm going to, where's the next community from here? Harbor View. You should jump in that car. You should look at the car, make sure it mark taxi on it, make sure the plate is red before you take that car.
He says parents also have a major role to play and should not leave the decision of taking a taxi up to children.
We urge parents at tender age like this, the parents should take them to school and come and pick them up. We found out that many parents, because they have to work and some of them play, they just put the child across the road, take a taxi, come to school.
Mr. Newman is also sending out warnings to operators to exercise caution when transporting children. Antonia Atkinson, TVJ News.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz has tentatively set June as the time frame for granting the outstanding 16% fare increase for public passenger vehicle operators. The increase has been delayed for 2 years. Alia Bryant has the details.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz has announced that the outstanding 16% fare increase for public passenger vehicle PPV operators will take effect in June. Addressing an online forum hosted by Transport Operators Development and Sustainable Services TODS last week, Minister Vaz acknowledged the concerns of members of the sector that they have been faced with high operational costs, especially due to the impact of the Middle East turmoil on fuel prices. He sought to assure the transport operators that the fare increase remains on top of the government's agenda.
Prior to the war, I had met with the Bank of Jamaica to look at inflation targets, and we had agreed that pending cabinet approval, we would look for the imposition of the increase in June 2026. The war has come, but that has not stopped us, because even more so, because of all that is happening with the increase in fuel prices, etc., this has to be top of the agenda. So I'm going to say to you tonight, as I said to the meeting the other day, that I have had a discussion, I have to have another discussion, but you will hear something within the next 4 weeks, definitively, in terms of the timeline.
The government approved a 35% fare increase in October 2023, but only a 19% hike was implemented. The additional 16% was scheduled for implementation in April 2024. This was put on hold due to high inflation and Hurricane Melissa last year. In the meantime, Minister Vaz has commended PPV operators on their road safety program. He also lauded the 35,000 registered transport operators for not adding to the tally of road fatalities since the start of the year. Additionally, no PPV passenger has died in a crash for the period.
And I'm imploring the PPV sector to continue this positive trend. Road safety requires everyone to consciously preserve life by observing the road codes, being more courteous to other road users, and importantly, staying within the speed limit. Public passenger vehicle operators are therefore indispensable partners in this effort.
Meanwhile, he says the ministry remains intent on engaging an international communications expert to guide the intensified public education program aimed at reducing road fatalities.
I want to indicate that again, we are now getting at the ministry funds from traffic tickets, which started from last year, and we are in the final stages of getting a professional outfit through procurement to help us with a public education and public relation campaign in relation to these fatalities.
Up to yesterday, March 22, there were 52 fatalities from 45 collisions. This is compared with 83 fatalities from 77 collisions during the corresponding period last year. Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
The Agriculture Ministry is urging consumers to report suspected egg price gouging. This is especially in western parishes where distribution challenges may be causing higher costs. Consumers can report issues via social media or by calling the ministry directly. Egg supply is steadily increasing as the ministry implements measures to stabilize the sector after losses from Hurricanes Melissa and Beryl in 2024 and 2025.